Good evening, America. I am Eric Little. It is the 7th day of December 2020. There are 1,418 days left. I'm sorry, there are 1,418 days into the Trump administration. There's 44 days left until Joe Biden's inauguration. It is Pearl Harbor Day. For those of you too young to know what that is, look it up. It's your great-grandparents' 9/11. I am near my home in Southern California this evening, and this is the plain truth. Today is December 7th. Tomorrow would be December 8th, and that would be your safe harbor date. Now, I know a lot of you don't follow politics every day very closely and may not know what safe harbor date is. It's very important in an election. You probably don't know because normally we don't have to worry about a safe harbor date. One guy wins the election, the other guy concedes, everybody gets on with their lives. But with this guy, remember I said everything with this guy is a thing? You got to go through every single possible checkpoint. So what the safe harbor date means is, bottom line is, I don't want to go and bore you with all the details. It basically means that after tomorrow, everything is set in stone. In other words, you can't decertify the election, you can't overturn the results, there's no point in suing anymore because by law, in the Constitution, that after the safe harbor date, so by end of day tomorrow, no elections can be decertified, nothing can be done. Whatever certifications there are, they're set in stone now. That's it. So after tomorrow, you won't see any more lawsuits from Trump because there won't be any point. The safe harbor date cuts off lawsuits, decertifications, any malfeasance and foolishness. In other words, tomorrow is it. That's when it's etched in stone. So Pennsylvania certified. They can't decertify, Wednesday. Georgia can't decertify on Wednesday. Arizona can't decertify on Thursday. It's it. At the end of the day tomorrow, everything is set in stone. Trump knows that. He actually said that at a meeting this morning when he said he had until tomorrow to decertify Pennsylvania, which is not going to happen. I don't know what to tell these flat earthers. Over the weekend, Trump went to this rally, I guess, for these crooks, Loeffler and Perdue, trying to convince me. He's trying to thread a needle. He's trying to convince people that the entire voting system is rigged and Georgia was a disaster, but come out and vote for these people anyway in a rigged system. Make up your mind. Either it's rigged, and why are we bothering to vote if it's already rigged for the Democrats, or it's not rigged and you lost. You can't have it both ways. That's what he's trying to do here. So there's this nutcase from Alabama. I'm not going to say his name because he doesn't need his name. He doesn't deserve to have his name mentioned. But he's now talking about he's going to challenge the results when they get to Congress. Again, this isn't something that people normally think about. But after the election results are certified, they go to the Electoral College. They vote on December 14th. They elect a president. That would be Biden. Then it goes to a joint session of Congress where they basically just certify the certification, basically, without going into all the detail. Any member of Congress, any member of the Senate has a right to challenge any particular result. So this guy said he's going to challenge the result. It doesn't matter. I mean, he's just going to waste 5 minutes of taxpayers' money. The reality is that you'd have to have both the House and the Senate vote to decertify the election results. Well, the House is run by Democrats. They're not going to do that. So, look, if he wants to waste 5 minutes of taxpayer money, I guess we can't stop him. But this is where we are in the grand illusion here, that somehow they're going to overturn these results. Trump knows they're not going to be overturned. That's why he's talking about tomorrow, because he knows by Constitution everything is set in stone tomorrow. We're past the safe harbor date. And I don't know, maybe these Republicans can finally start calling Joe Biden president-elect. Maybe they'll wait till after the Electoral College meets. I don't know. None of this matters. We have a thing called the Constitution. No matter what Trump says, we've been doing this for 244 years, and we're not stopping now. So, anyway, that's what the safe harbor date is. And that's why it's important. I don't know what it will take for these people, but the reality is that on the 20th of January, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be inaugurated. He could come, he could not come. That's got nothing to do with anything. There's nothing written in the Constitution that says he has to be there. So he can go to Mar-a-Lago and go golf or something if he doesn't want to be there. That's neither here nor there. But I will say this to all you people living in delusional Trump land who are still getting grifted by this guy, who's still sending him money to put in his pocket, I guess, because he's not going to do anything else with it. There's something called ixum's razor, which basically is Latin for the simplest explanation is usually the right one. So all these conspiracy theories, you really have two choices. You can believe that all of these people were in on this giant conspiracy. Dead Hugo Chavez, he'd been dead for 7 years, but somehow the Venezuelan dictator had something to do with Dominion. That they programmed the machines to change the votes for Biden, even though when they did a hand recount, it came out the same way. That the Democrats are in on it. The Republican secretaries of state and governors are in on it. The AG's office is in on it. Bill Barr's in on it. The Justice Department's in on it. The FBI's in on it. You can decide that all of these people are in on this giant conspiracy against Trump, or you can decide that he lost because more people voted for the other guy. I mean, it's not brain surgery. I've said it before. This guy must think he's God. Who does he think he is that he can't lose? Michael Jordan didn't win every game. Patrick Mahomes doesn't win every game. Mariano Rivera blew a save every once in a while. Who the hell does he think he is that he can't lose? The simplest explanation. After all this, after all the court challenges, after no fraud found, even by his own attorney general, after being certified in all these different states, I've come to the conclusion that Trump lost because more people voted for the other guy. And that is the plain truth, as I see it. And I am Eric Little. Good night.